Hey everybody, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Battle Knight. So, I did play a little bit of this game just to see if I would like it before I made a series about it. And from what I can tell from the bit I've played, it's a character collector type idle game. Very much in the vein of AFK Arena, except it's got some of its own unique twists, and it has this amazing cyberpunk aesthetic, which I love sci-fi, and there's just something appealing about the visuals and the style of the game that has really pulled me in. So why don't you guys come with me as I start a new character and begin the game from the very start and see what it's all about. Now, I will say up front, this game has some translation issues in places, but nothing that makes the game not playable, just noticeable to the English major and me. So let's just jump in. Hey there. First time at the border city? Come with me now. I want to show you something cool here. Alright, thanks. And she's got some really cool clothing on already. It's very exciting and vibrant. Neon. Got the shaved side of the head with the blue hair and what appears to be some grafting of technology or jewelry into her face. So, let's see what she's got to show us. Go into the Bees Club. I'm going in. And you can see the city here in the background. It kind of is like, you know, it's on the harbor here, and there's this feel of, yes, of course, we get this cyberpunk, you know, Blade Runner feel of this lurid neon 1980s urban and technology meld with East meets West kind of stuff. But for some reason, the harbor here and the ship in the harbor just makes me feel a little bit like, you know, Hong Kong, but I don't know. Let's just dive in. What's in here? Wow, a new face around. Welcome. Here at Border City, if you want to stand out from the rest, you have to build a strong team. This club is here to provide you with heroes to employ. Let's try basic hire first. So this is Border City that we're at. And here's the bartender, and she has what clearly appears to be a bottle of Jack Daniels and a cybernetic arm. So fantastic. That's what this is kind of what I was saying. There's just a little bit of grammatical stuff that might get ironed out later as the game gets more and more popularity and they can afford to localize it better. But you see, they're missing a period on the end of this last sentence. And it said the Bees Club as we came in. So just small, you know, stuff like that. Nothing that makes it unreadable, just noticeable. All right, so let's hire somebody. And then you get this like cocktail shake, and oh my goodness, we get Squirrel Girl, Asuna. So this is her card, and this is one of the reasons I really, really love this game so far, is just the amazing artwork. I mean, this is a very cool looking girl. She's got like tribal paint on, and then I don't know if she's been mutated or what's going on, but she appears to be part squirrel herself, and then she has these gloves with these massive claws. You can see, and this is another reason that I like the game, is that they do tell you, like, okay, she's an assassin, and that she has hit points, defense, attack, speed, and then some talents. So there is transparency with the numbers in this game that sometimes idle games or hero collecting games can leave out, and it really frustrates me. But this game does have it. And if you click on the skills, you could see her basic skill that she starts with, Violence, permanently increases her crit rate by 30%. So she's got like a massive chance to crit, which is very good. Don't underestimate the cute squirrel. I will not. And then her kind of first use ability is called Fierce Claw. Deals 320% damage to the enemy unit with the lowest health. Get a taste of sharp claws. And these are always like kind of love-hate type abilities where you don't want to overkill enemies, and so it's a shame to do a whole bunch of damage to an enemy that has like a sliver left, but it's always good to finish somebody off. And so I actually tend to love these abilities because you're guaranteeing almost that you're going to kill the enemy that has the lowest health, and thereby preventing it from getting another turn, which will benefit the sustain of your entire party. Also, with her 30% crit rate, you know, doing something like this, you could be doing, I don't know if a crit is double, but then it's even more dangerous. So this is the hero that we get, and it says, do you want to try around again? And you can use a bottle cap to do that for these basic hires. And at the top of the screen, you can see that there's different types of bottle caps. There's 3. There's basic, there's senior, and then there's perfect. And I don't have any more, so I can't try again. So I'm just going to click away. In general, you need to pay with higher coins to build a wine bureau. Wine bureau. I don't know what that means. I guess what she means is a collection of heroes. The higher the value of hired coins, the higher the probability of hiring a powerful hero. Now let's try a senior hire. Yes, let's do that. Shake it up. And we get Peter Pan, Cassini. And he is a blue hero. You can see instead of being like just common or regular, he is senior, which means he's like blue or whatever. And he's a warrior type. He's got a good amount of health. And then let's look at his skills. Silent Fangs. When Cassini's attack triggers crit, there will be a 50% probability to render the target silence, unable to release active skills for 2 rounds. And again, you see the translation. So it's going to silence somebody, and they're not going to be able to use skills for 2 rounds. Cassini summons his pet dog to assault enemy ranks to shake up his opponent. And he's a hot-blooded fellow from the southwestern desert. He likes to call himself and his dog together as the lordly yellow sand beast. Sure. And he also has a cool vibe to him. He's animated, so he's moving around there. His dog is blocked out by the information card, but you can see that he's got some bone stuff. And his use ability deals 200% damage to 3 random enemy units. His pet dog, Yeller's spirit, attaches to his weapon, making them a powerful combination. So I just want to say, like I said, I have booted this game up one time before to test it. And these 2 heroes that I got the last time are identical to this time. So I don't know if something is going to change later. I'm sure once I just start buying regular heroes, it'll change. But this guy, Peter Pan, does a massive amount of damage because he hits those 3 targets. And so he, even though he's not like an elite hero, is actually usable for a good portion of the game that I played because he just does so much damage. Alright, and then colors represent the quality of the hero. The order goes from weakest to the strongest. White, green, blue, purple, and orange. So we got a green and a blue. So we're in the middle to low middle right now. Goodbye, expecting to see you again. And you just click this little icon in the upper left to kind of do everything, which means like go to Border City here on the dock or go to your lodge. And so let's check out the lodge that they've prepared for us. It may seem primitive, but at all the Border City, this small estate is worth a fortune. and after all, it can still be considered a sanctuary. So this is your base. I'm sure you'll upgrade it at some point, but this is how it looks early in the game, and you can see your heroes just kind of chilling. And this is where you do a lot of the game's activities. So anything that has a red badge in the upper right corner is something you want to click on to collect some free rewards. So we're going to do that. What's that ruckus out there? Or that ruckus? Let's go and check it out. So before I can actually do anything, I have to go fight. So we're going to click on this and teach these provoking outlaws a lesson. And you have to fight. Now, one thing that I haven't figured out about this game yet, and I don't know if they're going to add it, but before you go into one of these battles, you don't actually get to see the strength of your opponent. And so it doesn't matter, like, early game or whatever, but it's kind of awkward to not know, like, if you're prepared or not. Click on the hero's avatar to deploy them into formation, alright? And so we're just going to click on them both, and they jump in. Now, your formation actually matters in this game, so there's 2 characters in the front and 4 in the back, but I don't have any tanks right now or anything, so whatever, no big deal. They just go in the front. Now, you can see here at the bottom of the screen it says camp buffs, and if I click on my buff, oh, it won't let me. Okay, I'll do that later. I gotta go fight. Here we go. Alright, and so here is the battle. And this is what I'm talking about. This game just looks really cool. The damage looks cool. The effects are cool. So it's a visual feast. Level 2. And this is another one of my favorite parts about the game. So after you finish a round, you can actually, it says MVP on your characters to tell you who, was the most valuable player, who did the most damage, basically. And you can actually click on statistics, and you can see exactly how much damage each enemy did and each character did. And this really helps you get a sense for who is a good character and who isn't, or who is working with your team and who isn't. So I like this a lot because even in AFK Arena, sometimes it's hard to really quantify how much output a character is giving you. You can watch on the screen and try to keep track, I suppose, but it's so chaotic, it's hard to do that. But this just gives you a very, very clear articulation of damage. Now, it's damage only. It's not counting in the effect of buffs and how good, like, slowing an opponent is or something like that. But just for pure damage, this is very helpful. Now, you can see I can click on my camp buff here, and it says put 2 tamer heroes in battle. So I have 2 heroes that are of the tamer tribe, and increases their health by 10%. So you get passive benefits by having more characters of the same type on a squad together, basically. And what did we get? We got 100, 300, and 200 of different currencies. And the cool thing is you can just click on it. So we got some player experience to upgrade our overall level. And then we got some hero experience to upgrade our heroes. And then some gold coins to buy lots of the stuff at the different shops. And we continue. A piece of cake. Battle. And now we're going to battle again. And here we go. Now, if you like, you can speed up the game in the lower right corner and pause it at any time also, if you like. We have leveled up to level 3. And now we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got some gear for our characters. And we got several pieces of gear, player experience, hero experience, and some money. And so we could continue. And now they're saying gears from the enemy's side. Let's take it back and let our heroes try it on. So you just click the back button in the upper left, and you could select any of your heroes just by clicking on them, and then you can click on the gear tab, And then there's this thing called one key, which basically is like auto-equip the best equipment for that character in every slot. And boom. We did that, and our combat rating for our character has gone up tremendously. Hero experience gains in battles can be used to increase hero's level. The level doesn't only affect the hero's power, but also affects the hero's use for gear. The same gear used by a hero with a higher level will promote more attributes. Okay. So they're basically saying the better the gear, the better the benefit. Yes. And then we click on this, and we can just level up our character up to our player level. Boom. And now we're done. And he says he can feel his powers increasing. And you can see we went from 10,000 to around 12,700 there. We just go back. And they want us to continue searching. So we'll go into the chapter and fight on. And battle now. Boom. And he just wrecks people. That's his ability. And we hit level 4. Alright, great. Strike while the iron is hot. Alright, we'll battle again. I'm going to crank up the speed this time. And just let our party wail in these back streets against these thugs who have apparently shotguns and machetes, and they're no match for us. Level 5. In your current area, random adventure events will appear from time to time. Complete them on time to obtain ample rewards. So on this little map screen, sometimes little icons will appear with like optional battles. And in my experience in this game, you just always want to do them. So if I do this, I will get 10 hero shards, basically. And you just get to open it. It's just a treasure chest that's on the battlefield. This is a stacked hero fragment. Collect a certain amount to hire this hero. Alright, and so we can go back to our base, and we can click where it says open bag, and click on the hero fragments, and then we got 10 out of the 10 necessary hero fragments required to collect this firefighter. So I'm going to hire him. And let's see if this works. Boom. We got ourselves a Firefighter Smith. Now, he is a Bastion type, which, as far as I understand it, he's like a tank, so he wants to go in the front row. He has this Bodybuilder perk, which just gives him 30% health, and then he's got Door Chopper. He swings Mace, or I guess I should say Fireman's Axe. Deals 100% damage to the enemy unit in the front row with 75% probability to render the target stunned for 2 rounds. So he has a stun, which is really, really good. And he's our tank, which is also good. So let's get out of here. And it says, check out the capabilities of our new friend. And so we will. We'll click here. Battle now. And it says tank heroes are more proficient at surviving. They are more suited for the front row to take in damage. And again, it's like this all our base are belong to us translation, but I find it charming. So I'm going to go here. Only the weak will be eliminated in battle, but courage will make me invincible. Sure, dude. You look invincible. You look just really, really healthy. Alright. And then we'll just deploy the rest of our heroes wherever we want, and we'll battle. It doesn't matter in the beginning about this stuff. Everything's going to be really, really easy, and you're just trying to get another tank as soon as possible to stand in the front row. Squirrel Girl was probably a poor choice for up there, but you can see that the Firefighter just takes so much damage. He's not worried at all. And again, if you want to see statistics, Firefighter Man does the least damage, and Squirrel Girl and Foxman, Dog Lord is the best. Peter Pan. Alright, and now we are fighting a boss, and so it says challenge the boss. And I wanted to kind of put Squirrel Girl in the back, but maybe you can't. It doesn't matter. Let's just confirm. We're gonna be fine. And I mean, look at these enemies. There's like these ballerina ninjas in the front with dual knives, and then this boss is like kind of like a big daddy. He has a drill arm, he's huge, and he has this ridiculous axe, and we win. And we say thank you. We've done it. After defeating an elite monster or a boss, you will obtain their hidden treasures. Click on the lightened area of the map to claim their rewards. I will. And so we got a senior hire cap. Confirm. Obtain a senior hire coin. Proceed to the Bees Club to try out your luck. I will. I'm going to go back to the Bees Club. And you click on the back street in the lower right corner to go to the back street boys. And you go into the Bees Club. And we're going to use this to hire someone. And we get the Girl Spy main. So at this point, I want to say that the first 3 heroes were fixed. And then this character, this is the first one that I've gotten so far that is different from my initial play of the game. And so now we get a assassin type. Looks like a common lady here, but there's a mystery in that fan. Hope those playboys won't get on her nerves. Uh-oh. You know, I have to kind of disagree. She doesn't look like a common lady. She looks like a night walker. She looks like a hired killer masquerading or moonlighting as a night walker. And so, not common. But anyway, let's see what she's got. When attacking a target with dot, there will be a 25% probability to render the target stunned for 2 rounds. So stunning is amazing, but she needs them to be dotted, like have a damage over time effect on them. And I don't have any characters right now that do that, I don't think. But does she do that? Fan dance. Main threw out 3 iron fans at the enemy. Each fan will deal 120% damage to 1 random enemy unit with a 20% probability to cause bleeding, burn, or infect damage. For 3 rounds. These dots can be triggered at the same time. So she has a 20% chance to inflict 3 different buffs each time. So that's kind of really good. So it's very likely that, you know, given that she's getting 3 buff rolls on 3 different enemies, that's 9 attempts to buff at 20%. And then if somebody does get a dot, next time she attacks, she has a 25% chance to stun. So that's really, really strong. So we'll take her. Now, if you'll notice on the martini menu at the bottom here, it says that when you do your 20th senior hire, you're guaranteed to get a purple hero, which is the purple heroes are super strong. Not as strong as the orange, but, you know, those are insane. And the coloring system is very similar. If you've played AFK Arena, so much of this game is similar to that, and yet there are some marked differences, and you see them as more of the game unfolds. And then also, just as a regular bonus, 2 out of if you hire 15 seniors, you get a free attempt at a perfect hire. So, you know, there's very good incentive to try to get as many senior hires as you can. And let's go meet our new comrade and see what she's all about. Now we have more helpers, so we can keep searching for the hidden mystery of the border city. Alright, so let's go do that. And we'll battle now. And our new partner is ready, so I'll throw her in the mix. Although, I want to just... I'm going to move Squirrel Girl out of the front row and just leave Firefighter there by himself. Because he can do just fine there. And Squirrel Girl doesn't need to take that damage. So let's go ahead and confirm. And let's see how our new fan lady does. Wow, yep, there went her fans. Now, when she attacked with her fans, a lot of the enemies were dead because Peter Pan killed them all. And you can see, Peter Pan, MVP by far. He attacks very quickly, and he attacks a lot of targets, so he just does a lot of damage. He's a good hero to have. Like I said, I didn't play very long when I test ran the game, but Peter Pan just stayed in my party the whole time because he did reliable damage. We meet again. I see you've already hired some reliable comrades. Speaking of reliable comrades, it's quite a surprise to see how much you've grown. Now let me show you another neat trick. Okay, whenever you reach a new area, your search team will search for the area's supplies automatically. Remember to come back and to claim them from time to time. So, this treasure chest that appears at the bottom is just like AFK Arena. You get a chest that fills up over time. It goes faster than that one. I think that's on a 12-hour timer. This is on like an 8-hour timer or something. And we click on this, and we get a bunch of good rewards. It looks like you've mastered the standoff skill at the border city. The rest is up to you, expecting to see a stronger you in the near future. Okay, I don't know what the standoff skill is, but I guess that means just fighting things. And we have to battle, and so we will battle and just do this last battle here. Now let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, Firefighter, it's just having a tank makes all the difference in the world. Getting 2 tanks is obviously even better. Alright, we are now level 9. And look at the stats. You can see that Fangirl had some time to do more damage, but Fireman was right there. And Squirrel Girl is starting to fall off precipitously, as you would expect, considering she's a green hero. And she's just outpaced, stat-wise. Alright, so now you can finally go into the game and do what you want. You can collect all of these badges, and, you know, just get these online rewards. Just for being online, you get that, and they refresh like every 5 minutes. Here's my daily sign-in, and they have all this stuff where, of course, you can pay, you know, for a premium pass and do all this crazy stuff, but I'm going to be doing this playthrough entirely free-to-play, and it's completely doable. Let me just click on this. And I'm going to put in my name here. Let's see if it works. Boom. It worked. So now, we are Dr. Incompetent. We are playing the game. And we get some achievements. We get some rewards. There's things all over the screen that you want to click on, so just do that. Here's some free stuff that is the daily deal. There's some free bullets here. There's the gold rush. There's all this stuff. It's like you don't even know what it does, but just go ahead and get it. Boom. I'm just going to hoover up everything. You always want to do the gold rush twice because there's a quest for it. The gold rush just basically gives you a bunch of money. And that costs 20 gems, which gems are really, really good, but 20 is not that consequential of a number. And when you do the gold rush, you just get those gems back, and it helps you on your progress towards unlocking more rewards for doing daily quests. So it's good, and you get the money. All right, and so I think I'm going to stop this episode here, and that should give you a really good feel for the beginning of the game. And I'm going to continue and fill out our party. We don't even have 6 people yet, but I'm excited to do that. Let me know what you guys think of this game in the comments below. What do you think about the feel of it so far, the aesthetics? Do you have any questions? And I will check you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an excellent evening or day. Take care.